Back in 2021, I made a video in which I talked about how a speech made by General Michael Flynn was pretty much a word-for-word quote from Elizabeth Clare Prophet, who founded the Church Universal and Triumphant back in 1975. In case you didn't know, the Church Universal and Triumphant is based on the ideas of Theosophy and is one of the ancient wisdom type of religions, which has many so-called ascended masters, with Jesus being just one. I want to replay a short clip from that video not only as a refresher of how these false beliefs have wormed their way into Christianity, but to stress how the MAGA movement itself is part and parcel of the New Age and Occult belief system. So if you're wrapped up in the MAGA movement, please take a moment and reconsider what you're being a part of, because it is not Christian. Here's that clip. Most of us either saw or heard about the speech that General Michael Flynn gave at the Opening the Heavens conference in Council Bluffs, Iowa. In that speech, Flynn gave a short prayer that included strange references to the sevenfold rays and legions, language that was very unsettling to many Christians. Flynn would defend himself a few days later, telling an interviewer that he took the prayer from a religious card he carries around in his wallet. According to Flynn, written on the card was a prayer to St. Michael, and he carries it around because he was named after him. Flynn, who was raised Catholic, gave the impression that this was a Catholic prayer to Michael the Archangel. The problem with that is that the Catholic Church has no such record of this particular prayer being offered at any time. However, there is someone else who previously said this prayer using almost the exact same words. And that person was Elizabeth Clare Prophet, who founded the Church Universal and Triumphant back in 1975. In case you didn't know, the Church Universal and Triumphant is based on the ideas of Theosophy and is one of the ancient wisdom type of religions. Their belief system teaches that there are ascended masters speaking to us. It uses the doctrine of the seven rays, chakras, reincarnation, and many more mystical secrets. Anyway, it turns out that not only did Elizabeth Clare Prophet recite almost the exact same prayer that Flynn did, but her doing so is on video, which I'll show to you right now. Check out this brief clip from True News, which compares what General Flynn said with what Elizabeth Clare Prophet said.
We are your instrument of those sevenfold rays and all your archangels, all of them.
I am here, O God, and I am the instrument of those sevenfold rays and archangels.
We will not retreat. We will not retreat. We will stand our ground.
And I will not retreat. I will take my stand.
We will not fear to speak. We will be the instrument of your will. Whatever it is.
I will not fear to speak, and I will be the instrument of God's will, whatever it is.
In your name. And the name of your legions.
Here I am, so help me God, in the name of Archangel Michael and his legions.
We are freeborn. And we shall remain freeborn.
I am freeborn, and I shall remain freeborn.
And we shall not be enslaved. By any foe, within or without.
And I shall not be enslaved by any foe within or without.
That's really amazing, isn't it? The overlap between many in the MAGA movement and the occult continues unabated. This shouldn't really surprise us, of course. Back before the 2016 election, many on the alt-right used ritual magic involving frogs, with names such as Kek and Pepe, as they looked to aid Trump in some way. Personally speaking, when I first learned about how often the alt-right tried to aid Trump with ritual magic involving frog symbology, I couldn't help but think of Revelation 16:13. And I saw three unclean spirits like frogs come out of the mouth of the dragon, and out of the mouth of the beast, and out of the mouth of the false prophet. If you want an in-depth examination of how much of the alt-right was using the occult to help Trump win the election, I suggest you check out Dark Star Rising, Magic and Power in the Age of Trump by Gary Lockman, which I have talked about a couple of times previously. If you prefer to watch a short video rather than reading a book, there are a number of YouTube videos of the author giving interviews and speeches related to the alt-right and the occult. Those videos should drive the point home about how the occult seems to be part and parcel of the MAGA movement, with General Flynn's speech being just the latest example. As Christians, we should remember that the Bible does teach us that the rise of the Antichrist is according to the working of Satan, and that his power shall be mighty, but not by his own power. In addition, the Antichrist has an understanding of dark sentences. Thus, it should be no surprise that the occult practices not only helped bring the Antichrist to power, but that the occult will also play a big role in his return for vengeance. One last thing on this, in case you've forgotten, the title MAGA is the highest degree in the Church of Satan. That's all for today, so thanks for taking a few minutes to watch this video. If you care to leave a comment, please do. As always, please be respectful of one another in any comment you leave. I'll talk to you guys soon.